Hey, welcome in to the TGI Friday edition of the Fun Astrology video podcast. We made it through the week. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. What a kind of a week this one was, too. Let's get to the chart. I'm going to set you up for the weekend, and it might be a little short today because we basically have the new moon that occurred at 2:25 this morning. Of course, this is already past now. We're moving up into the day, but this was very super powerful manifesting energy, especially in Aries, and especially because we have some very benefic energy right next door. Jupiter, the most benefic of all the benefics, is in its home co-ruled sign of Pisces, that it was the ancient ruler until Neptune was discovered the modern ruler. And if you get past the illusion-delusion of the Neptunian side, then you have some really powerful manifesting supplemental energy, shall we say. So if we take that as a complete package, wow, write a blank check because you've got one from the universe. Try to cash it, see what happens. Now, let's roll up to tomorrow because the rest of the weekend is really quiet. We've got nothing the rest of today. New moon was it. The moon tomorrow is at the end of Aries, so it moves into Taurus tomorrow evening. But we have right here is the action. In fact, there are 3 spots where there's action in the chart. Here's one, here's the other, Pisces, we just mentioned, and then here's the other in Aquarius, okay? This is why we say, whew, we got through the week, right? Because this has been some really gnarly energy through the last about 3 or 4 weeks. I mean, this is the stuff that created the conflict in Ukraine and has the world on edge. But we've added this Aries energy that we saw kind of erupt starting Sunday night as soon as Mercury moved in. People at the Oscars are punching each other. I mean, how do you make of this? Well, today at 9:42 this morning, the sun, let's focus in now, the sun and Chiron joined together at 12:23, at 12 degrees 23 minutes. Chiron, the wounded healer. So this is an energy that could bring up old wounds, either yesterday, today, through the weekend, tomorrow. The energy is there for old wounds to kind of flare up. Things that the universe wants to bring to our attention to say, here, let's take a fresh look at this. There's some unresolved pieces of this, and because it's Chiron, it's kind of that, like Chiron's wounded foot, you drag it with you everywhere you go. But there can be resolution if you face it straight on. So that's what we want to do, is be able to shine a light on it under this powerful Aries illumination and say, I am willing to take a look at some things that might be a little uncomfortable, but I know can heal. The second conjunction is tonight, and that is, of course, these next door neighbors, the Sun and Mercury. So that's some very powerful communication. If you would like to speak it out, write your blog, do your video, do a podcast, I don't know, whatever it is that you have on your heart, your message that you'd like to get out to the world. Call your kids if you're a parent who has empty nest children, or call your parents if you're a kid who has left the home, or call your spouse if they're not with you right now and just tell them you love them. All of that will be powerfully received. Sunday shows us nothing, and then on Monday, the big aspect is going to be this guy right here when Mars and Saturn conjoin in Aquarius. That will not be all the way until Monday evening, so we'll be unpacking that aspect, and I'm going to show you some stuff from the United States chart that accompanies that as well. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, a super Friday, and I'll see you back here on Monday.